Education is not received, it is achieved. So hello guys, let's continue again. Let's understand filter function in Python. First of all, it is a built-in function and it's very easy to use. The filter function basically extracts the element from an iterable for which a function returns true. Filter function takes two arguments, one of them is a function and other is an iterable. The function that we have made and passed to the filter function will check for a condition and will return true or false. If it is true, then filter function will keep that item, but it is false, then it will remove that item from the iterable. Filter functions can also be clubbed with lambda functions that we have seen in the previous video, and filter functions are also a part of functional programming in Python. Now let's understand the syntax for filter functions. The syntax is very easy, we just have to write the keyword filter and after that we have to provide the required arguments. The parameters are as follows. First of all, it takes a function which is basically a test function and it will check for a specific condition for the element which has been given from the sequence. If it is true, then it will return true, otherwise it may return false. After that, we have to provide the sequence. It is basically an iterable object like list or tuple from which our elements will be sent to the function. The filter function will return a new iterable object which will be having only the filtered values. Now let's go for a hands-on practical. First of all, start the Python REPL by giving the command python. Let's see what happens if I directly write filter in REPL. So it basically shows that it belongs to a class filter. In Python, if a function belongs to a class, then it is known as a method. So basically, filter is not a function and rather it's a method of class filter. So we should say filter method in Python. Now let's check the docstring. For that we have to write filter._doc_. So basically it shows the syntax for the filter method and also its return type. So before moving into the filter function, first of all let's understand some of the basic concepts of Python. Let's understand the use of module operator in Python. It's a binary operator accepting two operands, one at the left and other at the right. If I write 2%2 or 2 modulo 2, then it should return 0. The module operator actually checks for remainder and in case of 2 divided by 2, it should be 0 because there is no remainder. If I divide 3 by 2, then the module operator will return 1. So here is quick demonstration. Now we know that 2 module 2 is 0 and if I compare it with 0, then it will return true because 0 equals to 0. But if I take 3 module 2 and compare it with 0, then it will return false. So now let's make a function which will actually find an even number for us. So here I am providing its name as event selector and after that I am writing one argument which will be number. So it will return true when the number is completely divisible by 2. So for that I have to write number modulo 2 compared to 0. Now if I call this function and provide an even number, then it will return true, but if I provide an odd number, then it will return false. If I try to provide a list to this, it won't work because it has been designed to work only for a single number. But using the filter function, we can make it to work with a list as well. So first of all, I am making a list here and after that I will be providing the values inside the list. Keep in mind that these should be integers only. After that I am going to use the filter function, but before that we have to make a variable to store the output from the filter function. First of all, we have to call the filter method and we have to provide the name of the function that we have created, which is event selector. We don't have to provide the parentheses here. After that, we have to write the name of the iterable. In this case, it is list1. So now when I try to print the output which is in the OP variable, then it will show that it's a filter object. We cannot directly print the filter object. We have to typecast it into a list or into a tuple or some iterable object. So here I have typecasted it into list using the list keyword of Python. So finally we can see the output which is in the form of list, and here we can see that all the odd numbers have been removed. We are left with only even numbers. So we can see that how easily we have converted a function which was taking only one argument is now working for a whole list or a sequence. So we can directly do the whole thing that we have done in one single line. For that, first of all we have to call the print function. After that we have to call the list for typecasting, and finally we have to call the filter method and provide our arguments. So we can see that it's working perfectly fine and the output is also same. We can directly use a lambda function here if we don't want to make a full function. So first of all we have to write the filter, and after that we have to write the lambda. We know how to make lambdas, we have seen it in the previous video. After that we have to provide the arguments that it is going to accept, and after a colon we have to write the condition. So here condition will remain the same, which is x modulo 2 compared to 0. For comparing we have to use double equal to, which is also known as equality operator, and it will check the equality on both the sides. After that we just have to provide our iterable, which is list1 in this case. To print the output we have to call the print function. After that we have to typecast it into a list. So here we can see that it does the same job and the output is also same. We can achieve the same thing in one line. First of all we have to call the print function, then for typecasting we have to write list, and we have to call the filter method. Inside filter method we have to create our lambda function and provide our iterable, which is list1. So here we can see that we have achieved the same result using one line of code only. I hope that everyone has got some knowledge from this video, and if you have any doubts then do comment and let me know. That's all for today. My new video will be uploaded soon. Thank you.